Welcome back, guys, for another yin class. This one's going to be a little different, and it's going along with our expanding offerings coming into the new year. This is going to be yin to get you ready for sleep. And if you're somebody who maybe has a little trouble falling asleep, this is something you can do on your bed, on the floor next to your bed, just before you're about to go to sleep. It's going to get you ready to doze off. So what you need is a prop. A pillow is going to work great for this. We'll get started straight away. So just start with a comfortable seat. Close down your eyes. Take a moment to bring yourself into this practice, to what you're doing. Start to drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Still start off with this gentle movement through the neck and exercise. But just inviting that length in. This whole class, just looking at releasing tension. Cranking through the neck, just inviting that length in. Take one more breath. Slowly back towards center. Allow the left ear to move to the left shoulder. Becoming aware of if one side is different to the other. It's fine, it's normal, we do things throughout the day, we favor one side, but what we're trying to do here is even it all up. So our body isn't trying to overcompensate one side as we drift off to sleep. A few more breaths here. Allowing the sensation to be what it needs to be. Slowly back towards center. Start to blink open your eyes. We move to our first posture. Coming into caterpillar. So send your legs out long. You can take your prop. You can place it the length of your legs. Maybe along your shins. If you want it to be a little bit higher, you can fold it over. All we're doing here is allowing the torso to melt down over the legs. There's no muscular engagement. Yeah, the activity is turned off. All you're doing is bringing your chin to your chest, your arms down by your side. And that's all the bodily activity you need. Just allow yourself to melt over. What we're doing here is we're moving the fascia through this back line that goes the bottom of our feet, up the back of our legs, the spine, the back of the neck, so you may feel it anywhere along there. Let it be there. More than likely the sensation is going to gravitate towards the part of the body where you need it most. Instead of thinking, oh, I'm really stiff there, I need more sensation, just allow it to be there. Know that your body is taking care of you. Just watch the breath move in and out. Maybe you see it going to that part of your body where you need the sensation. What a beautiful thing that is. Watching of the breath isn't only going to help you through this physical practice, but also beyond. We use breath to what's going on right now. we are in time and space. It's always there. So when we have this dedicated time, practice just watching it move in and out with no force. And then continue that practice as you start to drift off to sleep. Just a few more breaths to release, even more if you can. Really slowly, as gently as you can move. You can keep your eyes closed for this whole practice if you want to. Remove your prop, lay down on your back. Start to take your hands overhead. Walk both your feet over to the right side, both of your hands over to the right side, but keep your hips anchored, keep them heavy. Coming into Banana Asana. If you want to feel more grounded through the ankles and through the wrists, you can take one ankle over the other, one hand over the other. What we're doing here is inviting some length into the left side of the body. Side bodies is something we use all the time, but very rarely do we assign this attention to create space. Which again isn't good, it isn't bad, it's just something to be aware of. When you do have this time and this space, take advantage. If it's too much with your arms overhead, you're welcome to bring them down by your side. Again, instead of trying to pull and force the body, just allow this length, allow this space. Just a few more breaths here. And we're ready to move slowly back through center. Reground the hips, Walk the feet over to the left. Walk the hands over to the left. Inviting that length into the right side. And one of the most important things with our physical practice is intention. And for a lot of us doing this yin for sleep class, the intention is going to be to get a good night's sleep. So if you feel the draw towards that early, if you feel it now, don't feel like you need to fight through to stay awake. If you need to fall asleep, fall asleep. If you feel like you need to stay, like there's still work to be done, then stay. Know that there's no right or wrong in this practice. It's just your experience. A few more breaths here. Evening out the right side. To move back towards center, take a moment here to allow this length that you've created in the side bodies to settle. Next posture we're moving towards is Viparita Karani. So you can take your prop, your pillow or your bolster, place it underneath your hips. Start to lift the soles of your feet towards the sky. If you don't have a prop, create two fists with your hands, place them underneath your hips. Bring the soles of your feet towards the sky. As long as your hips are slightly higher than your heart, that's all we're working towards here. The reason we do that is to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. I'm sure some of you are thinking, what on earth is that? You've probably heard of it, just in a different way. Your fight or flight response. This is the opposite of that. This is rest and digest. By bringing our hips higher than our heart, activating our parasympathetic nervous system, we're telling our body that it's safe. It's in a place it can relax. It starts to encourage those bodily functions that we're looking for. If you've had your eyes open this whole practice, this is a good time to start to close them down. All the fluid rush out of your leg. Just a few more breaths. Really, really slowly start to bring the soles of your feet to the earth. Remove the prop, remove your hand. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall outward. Come to Supta Baddha Konasana. Your hands come to your belly. That air moving in and out is moving your hands up and down, but there's no force. Let gravity move your knees towards the ground. Just gentle opening through your inner hip. If you want a little less sensation here, you can bring your heels away from your head, making this diamond shape and your legs a little bigger. Allow gravity to do the work. A few more breaths here. Become aware of that draw towards the earth. As slowly as you can, start to bring your knees towards each other. Hug them into your chest. And with no fuss at all, start to drop them over to the right side. Your shoulders stay heavy to the earth. If you want a little less sensation, you can bring the pillow, your prop, in between your knees. Allow this gentle twist. It's rinsing through the spine. Final opportunity to let go of tension. To let go of whatever you've been holding on to throughout the day. With this physical representation of you letting go. One last breath. Move back through center. Release your knees over to the other side. Take that prop with you if you need. Shoulders stay heavy. One last breath to release a little bit more. Slowly move back to center. Send your legs out long. We land in Shavasana, our final resting pose. Let go of the practice. Physical work is done, just be in stillness. Every part of your body melt down into your mat, into the bed, wherever you're doing this practice. But let it go. Let the physical body dissolve away. Be here now. Stay here for as long as you need. If this stillness is a place for you that you're able to drift off, amazing. If you wish to close out this practice, stay laying down. And I'll leave you as always with what Maharaji left Ram Das. Love everybody. Tell the truth. Namaste.